Hello everybody and welcome to Subnautica 2. I'm creating this guide to help all you new players along with this game. I know there's been a few issues with people and I'm really hoping this guide lets you guys get into the game a lot easier. Now, first things first, what you want to do, play single player. It'll say new single player game and survival, of course. We have to go survival. Click that and click play single player. Now, of course, there's some lore here, but you can skip this. First things first, you've got to pick your player character. Now, there is some editing you can do, but it's very basic editing. We're going to pick triage for this, and I'm just going to confirm it's fine. And here we are being printed.
Implant reset to factory settings. Warning. Atmospheric pressure above human maximum. Projected lifespan 13 minutes.
Tab to open the PDA. This is where it keeps all of your adaptations, your data bank, your logs, your signals, your blueprints, and your inventory. But we'll come more back to that later. At the moment, the main thing we need to worry about is adaptations. Pressure tolerance is what we're struggling with. We're in a highly pressurized air, so we've got to learn how to do an adaptation. First, we'll speak to Noah. Boot Noah.
I am Noah. You're the QI. Your life is my job. My job is...
Okay, there we go. We've just spoke to them. We are dying slowly. We need to get to the adaptation, and it's here on your right. We have to insert our hand into this. Now, if we check the PDA, there you go. We've got pressure tolerance. With pressure tolerance, we are going to be able to do more in the world. That's the basic starter kit for this game. You find these, adapt, and continue. Here we go. There's some first aid kits and some little bits around here. Just make sure you grab anything you see. It makes you feel like you're in a rush, but you're not. Pick up that water. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That's fine. We've got a spare one. I don't know if there's any way of scanning that early on. Kind of cool if there was. It's okay, we're going in. Nice. We're 500 meters deep.
Your sleep bay has been separated from the cicada. You must reach the surface and send a distress call.
See this black box here? The unknown black box? I think we clicked it, didn't we? Yes.
You can return with rescue. Hundreds of stored colonists will remain trapped here.
Upload the Noah to advisor. The Noahs are the best thing to speak to in game. They just make it very easy for you to know what to do next. We've just been told by Noah that we can't release the Lifepod because something outside is stuck. We have to nip back out, go around the back of the Lifepod here, unclip these. Don't worry too much about the noises. As scary as it is, you are safe down here. I haven't spent too much time waiting around to see if you stay safe, but at the moment you are safe. Our oxygen is lowering a little bit. Perfect. I believe if I click launch now, that's the start done.
Lifepod release. Trajectory error. Collision. Thrusters disabled. Clearing main thrusters. Stand by. Thruster function restored. Brace for corrective reorientation. Collision. Obstructions detected. Increasing thrusters. Releasing parachute. Error. Release firing mechanism failure. Brace for impact. Wake up.
What a great introduction.
StarNav does not recognize the sky. Titan-class biosignature on the horizon.
Wow, here we are. Welcome to Subnautica 2. I believe Zazura is the planet you're meant to be on. That is the planet we're meant to start on. Let's speak to Noah straight away. Noah's going to tell us about some missing colonists, and then there's a survival guide. Right, so we've spawned in our life pod. That's what we want to do. Open our storage. We've got another first aid, a nutrient block, or 3 nutrient blocks. I'm just going to put everything in here for now, because I don't need anything on me. We're going to have to dive in. Here we go. I have to wait a few seconds for them to stop talking to me. First things first, they said we need food and water. We want to find these little guys here. Water slugs. 2. 3. Breathe. Making sure you're getting breath is very important, as that would make a lot of sense. 4, 5, 6. We'll get a few.
this region, tracking a bloom of viral activity at the same source. Investigate.
That's another notification on our PDA that will be once we spoke to Noah. Let's take these water slugs in here and climb up. Now, in the fabricator, if we go down to sustenance, water. So water slug turns to water. So we make as many of them as we can. 2 waters will just about fill up your first bar. You can take 3, which would be 120. You only need 100. So I usually just do 2 when I get really low, about 20. And then that fills me right up. Now the next thing after that, what we need is food. So what we do, we jump back in. The best food early game are these guys. So we're going to go get these guys. Now, they might be a little bit faster for us at the moment, so we might have to do an upgrade first. But let's try and get a few. Let's go fishing. 1, 2. There we go. He's running away. That's fine. And a few more of them here. Look at this. Oh, hey, slow down, my guys. If you get stuck. I think that might be a like early access bug. I mean, some of them getting stuck on the rocks. But I am not complaining. Let's get a few more of these guys. I think that's all 3 of the types we want. Yes, it is. Perfect. So there's 3 different types you want. And you can make, it just came up on the screen there, teriyaki. Now, personally, this is the best food for me. With all 3 of these guys, you can now make 3 moon temaki, which gives you 60 food and 15 health. All you need is a half moon, harvest moon, blue moon, and a fibrous pulp. The issue we've got at the moment is the fabricator isn't fully functioning at the moment. So we have got some work to do first. So what we'll do, put these in the storage. Take them out of my hotbar. We don't want them in there. And whack them in there. So we've got food, water. We should be good for a while. Now what I want to do, explore. Now you see these wires here. They lead to all the human areas of the map. So what we want to do is head there ourselves. So we'll go to this one first. What you'll find... Oh, that's cool. We can return back to the Lifepod and get some more information. But first we're going to go in here. We're going to go speak to the Noah. Let's see what it's saying. No power. And then if we follow the power cables, it needs a battery. Awesome. Good to know. Perfect. We leave this now. Come back out. Which way does the wire go other than this? Let's keep following it back. If you're ever stuck in this game in a new area and you want to find things yourself, the best thing to do is follow the cables. Go to wrecks. Go to underwater bases. You will find things... including hostile fish. Including and not limited to. Let's have a little look in here. See what we can see. Oh, there we go. These are data bank entries.
No matter how many false positives you get, and do not go out alone. They are hunting us. We don't know why. Someone made a mistake a long time ago, and we have to live with it. The damn thing is, maybe it was one of us. Maybe they see us and say, look, it's that soft criminal, back from the dead again. Let's get the freak. And we don't even remember what we did.
These wreckages and stuff will become more important once we have a little bit more stuff to do with it. Now, if I keep following this... I'm just watching the things around us. Wow. If I keep following this wire, it's led us to this. Just keeping an eye out, guys. Just keeping an eye out. Here we go. This is another one of them things from inside the first area. And it's an adaptation for us. So what we're going to do is insert our hand.
Alien enzymes to your stomach lining. You may now digest freely.
And that was a second adaptation. We can now eat local food easily. Another thing to be found in this area, just northeast of this Lifepod, is another black box. Anita's black box.
I can hear you. Sophie says you're a hallucination, just a virus, but I know you're listening. We're so hungry. There's food all around us, but it's poison. Will you help if I feed you? Will you feed us? This is my body, given for you. Just help us eat.
Spooky things. Right, back to the Lifepod for us. With the food adaptation, we can now eat these. Before, we wouldn't be able to. Now we can. And also, we can eat the water slugs raw, which means we won't take damage. Speak to Noah. Biobed test. Noah basically said if we kill ourselves enough, we're going to adapt naturally. But we're not doing that today. No chance. We're just going to see what else our fabricator can do for us. And we're going to craft the basic tools we need now. So we want fins, tank, pool, scanner, and air bladder. Once we've got our food and water situation, and we've done a bit of exploration so we can actually adapt to the food around here, the next thing is to start gathering materials. And the first thing we need is survival multi-tool. Subnautica 2 has this really good feature where you can right click, or whatever button it is for you, to pin a recipe. It turns up in the top right of your screen, as you can see up here. And then what we do is look for said material. Now, I know at the start the game seems quite sparse with materials, but trust me, after the first bit you start to get a lot more materials. That's 2, and then we just need 1 more. This is all around the starting area, so you don't really have to go anywhere. Just breathe a second. I was trying to do it on 1 gulp of air to show how easy it can be. I think that's another piece there, which is perfect. We'll swim down and get this. Boom. 3. There we go. This survival multi-tool is one of the only tools in the game that has no durability, so it will last forever. Unless there's a reason that I haven't seen yet for it to actually lose durability. Back here, click our personal tab, go to equipment, and build the survival tool. We can also unpin that.
Only this demilitarized switch axe is approved for colonial fabrication. In untrained hands, firearms are primarily used to harm other colonists or the South.
While we're here, actually, let's see what else we need. So before you really go out exploring, it's very sensible to get the basic fins and the standard air tank. So that's what we're going to move towards now. So I'm going to pin both of these. What you can see here is we need quite a bit of rubber, some silver, and more titanium. So we know how to get the titanium. To get the rubber, we need Lucifer rot sacks. We'll show you where to get them from. We're going to pin that as well. And then to get the fiber, we need fibrous pulp. We can get them from the same place, which is perfectly fine. And one other thing I really want to make is a scanner. But we need a basic battery, 2 quartz, and 2 titanium. And a battery needs acidic radium pouch and copper. So our aim now is to get the standard air tank and the basic fins, just to make us as hard as possible. These little glowing plants here, absolutely perfect early game. So you get the Lucifer rot sack, and then we cut it, we get more fibrous pulp, which gives us fiber. That's perfectly good for what we need. Let's get some air again. It feels tedious having to keep going up and down, but trust me, in later game, you'll never run out of air. Well, you will, but just a lot slower. I think it's always sensible to go out of your life pod with an idea of what you're going to build or what you're going to go and fetch, and stick to that one resource, because then you get enough of it to last you a while. And early game, them plants, they light up like crazy. You can see the balls of them in the distance. There's a couple over there as well. So they're really, oh, there's loads there as well. They're really hard to miss. That fiber can be used for crafting. It can be used for food if needed. But the moonfish are definitely the way forward, because the food you get from them is ridiculous. I'm going to put everything as I can in here. There we go. And then we go to the fabricator, and what we want to make is rubber. So we've got the rubber here and the fiber there. So I need 3 rubber, 2 fiber. 1, 2, 3. I need another one. And how many fiber? 2 fiber. We're going to need another one of them plants. We've got fiber mesh unlocked. That's cool. And enhanced first aid kit. If we jump back in, look for a glowing orange orb, or green, I guess they are at this moment in time. Just go grab one more. Where are we looking? Here we go. Nice and close. I'm not liking this guy. He's a big fish. Just take these out of here and back up so we get some oxygen. Perfect. What I really like about this game is the snowball effect. Once you start building up, you kind of just get in a rhythm of things, and things go a lot faster. Okay, let's do this again. I'm just checking off what we've got new. There's the basic fins. We make them, and then the standard air tank is next. So we're going to need 1 more rubber for that. Perfect. So we've got the rubber. All we need now is the titanium, which we know how to get, and 2 silver. Put as much as we can in here. In this game, when you want something that seems more rare, the rule of thumb is to go deeper. So what we're going to do is look for a hole in the ground and dive. Now don't worry about air too much, because we've got these guys. You've got these plants here that blow little air bubbles, and what you do is you just get one and you've got some extra air. Now we're looking for silver. That's copper. We do want copper, but not yet. We are looking for silver. Oh, this is good.
The portable locker can be hand-carried or attached to a hard point.
With the portable locker, we'll be able to move a lot more around a lot quicker. So while we're down here, now we've got this, we should probably actually grab a few extra bits. So what we'll do is we'll just drop the portable locker and get this titanium, because we know we need some more. We're going to need some air, and the air tank is going to just give us some. Perfect. Boom. It doesn't quite fill your air up, but it does give you enough. If it's more comfortable, just wait for a full air tank and then you should be fine. And then we add all this in here. Perfect. Just get one more bit of air, please. Thank you. I think looking down here, there is actually no silver, which is kind of crazy. I thought there was some down here, but I think I might be wrong. It's fine if I am. While we're here, though, we're going to collect one of these guys up. Now, with this, you want to cut the acid pouches off first, right down here, and then pick up the gel sack. Because if you do it the other way, you will get toxic gas everywhere, and it will harm you. We've got the medical gel sack, which gives you medicine. Ouch. And some copper here. Perfect. So as you can see, right below the life pod, we've got some acid, we've got some copper, we've got some titanium, and we've got our first locker, which is going to be so important for storage. With this in here now, we've got a bit more room for stuff. What I'll do is open the fabricator. We're struggling at the moment. We haven't got a fully functional fabricator, which is fine. Now we've got the acid, I do want to create a basic battery. So as you can see here, we've got the copper and the acid rhenium pouch. So we're going to create a basic battery. With that now, you can see here, we're only quartz away from scanner. So I'm going to pin that as well. We've got our air tank to get and now the scanner to get. Put them into there. Now our food and water is a little bit low. So what we're going to do is get a water and get a nutrient block. We've got food and water now. We're quite full on that. If we just look around, the only tab we've got is the welcome center, which we've been to. That's the one that needs the battery. If we go to Noah, chap, here we go. Click that. This is a black box. So now if you see chap 220 meters away, that's something we can go and explore. Of course, we're not going to do that empty-handed. We're going to go with some extra stuff. So if we jump back in, what we want first is a scanner. So to get the scanner, we need quartz. These coral reef things here, the domes, have always got a little bit of quartz inside. So early game, it's perfect to come and get this. So in there, look at that. And then if you come in here, there's always more. There's loads more. I'm not going to get this yet, but quartz is always near coral domes. Now we've got our quartz, we can finally make the hand scanner. These three tools here might be the most important in the whole of the game. This is the earliest tool to gather any resource, and you will still need it later game. The scanner is incredibly important, and I'll show you why. And the airbag is so useful for diving early game. So now we've got the airbag, we've got the scanner, we've got the multi-tool, all on our hotbar, which is absolutely perfect. The quartz we've got can stay here. We don't need to take it with us. So we'll leave that here. And then we're going to head out. Now we've got the scanner. It's so important to scan everything we see. Scan anything we find, anything we see. If we go down here, scan titanium. Perfect. Can we scan these guys? We can. As you'll see, you get a little PDA addition. And some... Oh, that's another toxic sponge. Oops. We're kind of coming down from that. Break the titanium. Break the metal salvage. In here, we've got another box. We found a box. Can we scan the box? We can. Boom, there we go. And the habitat builders down here. You'll find these old tools. What you want to do is make sure you're scanning them. There we go. Right, so we're going to take our new box with us now for our little adventure. And we're just going to keep scanning stuff on the way. Look, we've got this to scan. We're going to scan that. That's perfectly fine. I'll tell you when things are hostile or not, in case you're worried. Of course, if you get that close that you can scan something, probably isn't hostile. Can we scan this? The blue moon? Perfect. This is the be-all and end-all of this game, honestly. You just scan everything. Learn as you go along. But, oh, the water stub. We haven't even scanned this little guy yet. Look how they shake when you get close because they're scared. And we scanned you. We haven't scanned you yet. The lifesaver. Hey, give me that. Thank you. Right, let's get back up. Where did I put my box? It's here. I love how they stay in position. It's so good. Slightly float up, to be honest. Oh, we've got quartz. Let's scan this. Boom, more scanning done. Perfect. Right, now with all that scanning done, I really want to head towards this black box. So we're going to go this direction. I do genuinely believe as you scan stuff, more materials and stuff you will learn. But the black boxes definitely show you the direction you should be going. Just going to breathe. There is a big titanium deposit there. That's what they do look like. I'm on the lookout at the moment for silver. I am in need of some for what we need. And we scan the habitat builder.
Building a processor and a power supply will unlock new fabricator recipes. But the added mass would sink your Lifepod. A standalone habitat is the next step on your mission.
Just double check this one. I don't see anything. We'll get this. Get some more oxygen quick time. And breathe. There we go. Now, that deep of a dive would...
Something large is moving
Oh, that's my guys here, isn't it? There's a warning. There's something big nearby. I believe that is the crab guys. And they are friendly in this area, so you're okay. Now, yes, this big of a dive, it should tell me how deep we need to go. 45 meters would probably kill us if we didn't have this awesome tool here. So what we do is we dive down with our scanner out for now. And then we can scan things. What are you? Silver. There we go. It's as if I planned it. We can't currently mine that though. What's this? This is where the black box takes us. And this is the black box. We just click on that. So after a bit of lore, we can talk about what's here. So with the scanner, as you can look on the right, there's something just moving by. All them orange dots are scannables. So we can scan the single bed. And you can see there, the 2 little bars on the scanner gun. The 3 little bars here. You need to do 3 scans. So you need to find 3 fragments of the thing. This floor locker, 1. There you go. We've now unlocked that. There's a tool on here, the repair tool. That also requires 3. Oh, this tool is 1. Required just 1, which is cool. And then we've got to download the NOAA reports. And the last thing in this room to scan, after some more lore drop, is the biobed. I've scanned it already. And then we click X to use it. And you just get a little expansion of the inventory and stuff. And that's really useful. You should always watch out for those. There was a storage container as well. I opened that. It had a battery in. And then now this room is perfect to use. Just to explore down under here a little bit. What I want to do is see if there's any smaller pockets of silver. Because of course that big pocket is there. And we've got some salt. And what I really want is a small little bit of silver just for us to take with us. I am looking. But that's the only bit I can actually see. Which is no good to us. Going to take the salt because that is a new material. Quickly head back in here to get some more oxygen. There we go. Now all I can see down here is titanium, so I'm guessing that means we need a new tool. This is the correct way to explore though. You found something and the game hints at what you're missing, so it tells you you're missing a tool, requires an unknown tool, and then you're like, okay, so what do? I have to go back. So then let's go back to the service to get our box back, and this is where the ladder comes in, because instead of getting up there slowly, you right click and you get up there nice and quick, and you get there up there even faster some later in the game. It's kind of cool. Oh, hold on, there's another human structure over there. Should we go check that out quick? I'm trying to act like I don't know what's happening to show the natural progression of the game. Ignore the giant foreboding big tree, even though everyone on stream tells me to go and look at it. We've got some new creatures over here, including the crab. I didn't mean to drop that. They don't look too friendly. We're right at the surface. What I'm going to do is dive down with the scanner in hand, because they're going to go aggressive. Hopefully we won't die. We've got a wave fragment. Boom, there we go. 1 of 3, it says on the left. Okay, we can do flares, but I haven't brought any with me. That's okay. You just stay near the buildings, and hopefully the pathfinding doesn't work too well. And some more storage containers. Let's open these. I think they're all empty. And Krabby Boy's getting really angry at them creatures, which is good for us. Oh, we've run out of oxygen. Quick, ascend. And there you go. That's why the air bladder is so important. I didn't mean to show it off like that, but it is. OP thing. The crabs do dig in the ground, but the only thing I've ever got is lead, I think. We've researched as much as we can here. We could go further, but it's not going to work. We need other adaptations, and I already know that. So I'm going to head back to try and make it so we can see what's next. Now, if you remember, we picked up 2 batteries, and the Welcome Center required a battery. So just before we go back, we're just going to nip in there and see if we can do anything in that room. Of course, we've got the rayon pouches just outside, in case you need the materials. And I'm guessing that coral might have some quartz in. Oh, and I found a bit more wreckage over here. So that might have something. Let's do this first. We're going to leave our box here outside. We can scan this habitat builder. Yes, there we go. If you've ever, I think you saw that then, if you've ever fully scanned something, what you can scan afterwards is for materials. Oh, oxygen's low. Let's quickly get that first. Always keep an eye on oxygen. Got some branching corals. We'll scan that as well. Perfect. Right, now we're going to dive in. We can scan the biolab. That's cool. What else we got scannable around here? Using the scanner map. That's got one of those. We've got more scannables on here. Scannable the wall light. We can pick up that metal salvage. Wow, I didn't realize this was here. How cool is that? So they will block off certain areas. They use something else a bit later on. And spoiler, I did know that was there. But more habitat builder, there we go. And there's another download link here. So whilst we're getting here, let's click this. I was expecting some lore drop or something then, but we've been spared it. Is that silver? No, that's titanium. That's okay. And another rayon pouch. So this early area is really rich with like basic survival needs. Right. We've been told there's no power and we need a battery. We'll scan that. And then what I'll do is I'll put the battery in the battery terminal. So we add one into this. Boom. And we're online.
Welcome back, Pioneer.
That little bit of data uplink there was telling us that there is a habitat north. So that is on the list of things to do. While we're here though, let's talk to Noah. Boot him up.
It was connected to Street Bay 3 until the base suddenly picked up and hurled a full fathom.
You can read through all these in your own time, of course. There's some added lore and bits like that. But the basics is it gives you base building and it progresses the story. Now, we have scanned the habitat builder, so we should be good with that. And also there's a biolab. So if we click this and use it, we can activate biomods, passive and active. I usually go with dash and I usually go with a sea skimmer because I feel like that they are the most two important ones. And you can left shift activate. Basically, it's a dash function in the sea. Makes you a little bit quicker. Movement to me is always important because if you're faster than a thing, you're better than the thing. Yeah, does that make any lick of sense? Now that part of the mission's done, we can nip back to the Lifepod, assess our situation, and decide what equipment we need next. Of course, we need that air tank, but we're struggling to get the silver, so we can't currently do that. Now, I don't know what that means for us. Noah's got nothing to say. We've got habitat builder, air bladder, and more sustenance. Okay. So now with the basic equipment, minus the air tank because of the silver issue, the only thing left to really build is the habitat builder. With that, we need glass, which we need quartz for, which we have already gotten. And we need copper wire, so we need slightly more copper. Now, if I just nip and fetch that, here we go. I'm going to die from thirst. If I get 2 of these in my inventory, boom, job done. No longer thirsty. Perfect. Now, I want to come back in here, build a copper wire. As that builds, go to personal and get the habitat builder. That was next on the list. That's perfect. But I think that's enough for episode 1. We have managed to get sustainable water, food, and medical supplies. We've explored the early area and found a way to dive deeper than usual. We've upgraded our footwear so we can swim faster. We've got our first biomod and adaptation. Now, please join me for next episode when I teach you guys how to build your first base, give you a good base location with good future proofing, and from there, let's explore more of Subnautica together. I've been Pixeltide. This has been Subnautica 2. Peace.